Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Babylon 5. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 7 of season 1 of Babylon 5. Oh boy, I love this show. I already love this show so much. It seems like every time I really start to really jive with a character, I learn something new, and sometimes it makes that love really grow, and sometimes it makes me kind of step back and go, I really don't know this person the way I think I do. And as Jakar says, no one here is what they seem. And I genuinely, I know that we could talk about everything else, but I always have to come back to Jakar and why I'm so intrigued by him as a character, because what they gave me in the beginning was kind of like, he's a Klingon. He must be up to no good. That was the vibe. And then I started to see something that was a little whimsical, that had some humor. And then in the last episode, I was like, this is an amazing character. The way he spoke with Catherine about Sigma, was it 587? 785? Anyway, the way he spoke to her about what happens by that planet and how they don't know what it is, and it's something that's old and beyond them, and they are nothing but something little that being, that whatever it was, would never even pay attention to them. And I truly love the way Jakar protected her, and he wanted to go to protect her. But the fact that he said no one here is what they seem, he was speaking to her about kind of a bias that she might have towards him, towards the Narn, towards other male races, whatever it may be. Maybe she's, like a lot of us who want to be independent and they don't want somebody for help. Whatever the reason is that she did not want to take Jakar with her, he still protected her. And in the end, I think she learned a powerful lesson from him. And je t'aime, Jakar. I've heard that he's kind of supposed to be a little French, you know what I mean? Just a little French. Just a little French, But I love Jakar. Again, new information that can always make my feelings for him change. But it's funny that I was all in on Londo, and I thought Londo was just the greatest. And then he said that thing about the Zahn, and it is just burned into my memory. It's one of those things I don't think I can forget. That's kind of how he sees the Narn a little bit. That's how he saw the Zahn and then laughed about it. And somebody of his, stature in his race, on Babylon 5, I feel like we should expect better from them, and a better mindset. I don't know. That's kind of like having a white supremacist in the White House, right? It's like, you don't want the person that's here representing the Centauri to think the Centauri don't stink and everything's great and everybody else is just fodder. And we'll get what we want because we want it and we will take it. And, it kind of makes me think back to, I forgot the name of the space station, but it was the Centauri space station being attacked by the Narn. I kind of was like, that's the whole Klingon Narn kind of mindset. And I was like, now I'm thinking a little different about that interaction and what it actually meant. Dare I say Centauri Russian, Narn Ukrainian, correct? Not the same, but you know what I mean. It makes me feel different about Londo. Where I still love him as a character and I want to know more about him, there's definitely some flaws there. And I'm so happy because I don't want a perfect character. Even Sinclair, Sinclair is not perfect by any means, but I still enjoy how his mind works and how protective he is of the space station, his crew, the people on it, the people he cares about, doing the right thing. Like what he did for, what was his name? Ironside? Jason? Was it Ironheart or Ironside? I'm thinking Michael Ironside, and I think it's Jason Ironheart. Ironside. Anyway, Jason. I'll just say Jason. Him wanting to help, and that might had a whole lot to do with Winters and the discussion that she had with him about what it's like for two telepaths to come together, fall in love. I think that was convincing. And he also trusts Winters because that is part of his crew. To have somebody like Bester come on board and the feeling that you get from him immediately reading the guard's mind and speaking to him through his mind and not even using words, starting to do that with Sinclair and him being like, oh, habit. And it's just like, how are they allowed to run amok and just be able to go through anybody's mind? Because somebody could have like a random thought of like, oh, I could just kill him. And they'd be like, she's going to kill somebody. What? Like, I don't like it. And I don't like Bester. But boy, do I love Walter. It's funny, me and my husband watched The Search for Spock the other day, and it was right after I had watched that episode. And I was like, it is so weird to hear him have a normal voice in Babylon 5 and then Chekhov, and like realizing I'd never heard his normal voice because I'd only known him as Chekhov. And I was just like, he's a really fantastic actor. They should give him way more than what they had given him, but like he was eating that role. Just like anytime he was in the room, it was just like eyes on Bester. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed seeing him a lot. And he did a fantastic job. And the idea that, the Psi Corps are making these telepaths super powered, more so than the Psychops. Like they were explaining that like Jason was like a level 10, the Psychops were a level 12, but they were doing tests to try to really push their abilities. And Jason becoming a telekinetic and being able to like do things that like I was always like, oh, it'd be so cool to like use the Force. It'd be so cool to be like an airbender, a waterbender, any sort of bender. And then when you think about water in the body or using telekinesis to, give an aneurysm, cause a heart attack, squeeze someone's bladder for fun, right? Like there's so many things that it's not just a force choke anymore. It's like, oh my God, it's secretive shit. Like a force choke looks cool from the outside of like, oh yeah, don't mess with me and all that. But just kind of going like bing and making something pop and someone's dead, and people just thinking, oh, natural causes, that just happens. Like, well, we can't really explain that one. Telekinesis. And him being at that level, I also am worried because if they're putting all of these people through it and no one's really surviving, but the people who are surviving are ascending, and he's like, see you in a million years. And it's just like, I don't even know what that means. Like when he goes beyond, or we're all beyond, or like he goes full supernova, like he's not even a star. Like I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but like, it's going to take a million years for your technology to catch up before you see me again. I have no idea, but like, and what's great is I'll go to like the Captain America thing where if you take the super soldier serum and put it in a person who is greedy or is a bully, it accentuates that. Putting the super soldier serum in somebody who is good and kind and just, it amplifies that. And thank God Jason was the one that was amplified because he knew better. He knew it wasn't the right thing to do. And he knew that he had to be destroyed because he would be used as a weapon. And he couldn't possibly let them get that. And hero. Absolute hero. So I'm excited to get into this because we didn't get any Delenny. You can't introduce me to Lenier and then not let me have more time with him. Plus, I'm close eye on Delenn. She's got to meet back up with a husband, and I don't even know who that is. I'm just saying, I don't know who's in the soul hole. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we had any Londo in the last one either. Not that I need them in every episode, but, I miss them when they're not there. But I also love that if they don't have a story, don't put them in. Don't just have them wandering around in the background. Fine by me. So excited to get into this. Oh, and I also wanted to say too is that Ivanova's reaction to watching what they were doing to Winters and her reaction to the Psychops after everything, I was like, girl speaks for all of us. Like that is the mouthpiece in that moment for all of us. And I was like, I need to hang out with that girl. She'd probably drink me under the table, but I would love to try. Yeah. Anyway, now I'm ready to get into the episode, guys. So let's go.
the last poem you read tonight.
Mm.
Did I not hear some of it when we were both
Too young to know anything about anything.
Oh.
We could only feel and wonder what it all meant.
Sisters, besties, couple?
I did start it then. It has matured and changed over the years. I finally knew that it was ready last month. Tonight was its first performance.
I remember it.
Wow.
I thought you might.
Our lives were simpler then.
Oh, I don't know what that
Do you
means.
regret the choices that you made to be here?
What choices? What choices?
Only sometimes. You?
I would be nothing other than what I am.
That's very healthy, actually.
I hope the humans appreciate what riches of spirit you bring them.
Well, if
Probably
they do not, I shall retire to a dock's house and devote my remaining years to the songs of Hifa.
I don't know what that means.
It is good to have you here, Mayan.
Oh. Oh. What a great way to say goodbye.
Good night.
Oh, sounds like they grew up together, so maybe besties? What did she sacrifice to be here? I want to... No, please don't kill this woman. Please don't kill her. I don't like slicey slice sounds. Oh my god, please don't. Run, woman!
Stay away from Earth, freak!
Stay away from Earth, freak. What was that symbol? This is not how we behave. The war prayer. Oh boy.
This is an outrage, Commander.
It is.
Shal Mayan is regarded as a cultural treasure by my people. This brutal attack affects not only her person, but the soul of my entire race.
Oh boy. The hurt the soul thing again.
Will your promises take away Mayan's pain? Her humiliation?
Is she still alive?
I told her she should have an escort during her stay. She refused.
Mayan could not conceive of anyone wishing her harm. And there was a time, Mr. Garibaldi, when one could walk through Green Sector without need of escort.
I assure you, we're doing everything we can to correct that, Ambassador.
Then we are required to do better, Commander. Much better.
I mean, I don't want to say like they offered her protection, but like she's a poet. Why would she be harmed?
And it's not just happening on Babylon 5. Both Earth and Mars have had a rash of similar incidents. Their numbers are growing daily, along with a dozen or so other pro-Earth groups.
Pro-Earth. They're nothing but hate peddlers playing off fear and ignorance to turn human against alien. But I won't have it here. Not on Babylon 5.
I love you, Sinclair.
I want these scum, Michael. I want them bad.
Me too. I'm with him.
Problem is there's too many who agree with him and even more who just don't give a damn.
Yeah, there's that too.
Then make them give a damn.
Yeah, find a way.
Commander Sinclair,
Hey!
I have just been informed of the latest atrocity committed by your people.
Oh, God.
My people did not attack Shal Mayan, but whoever did will be found and punished to the full extent of the law.
Yeah, watch yourself there, Jakar.
If any Narn is harmed in this manner, there will be bloody retribution.
Any disruption of Babylon 5 will be dealt with, even if I have to throw the entire Narn population into the brig.
Oh, boy.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, I don't think that's the best way to approach Sinclair.
All I could see was a shadow. I'm sorry.
The human symbol. God.
That is all that I know. That and the pain.
Of being stabbed.
Thank you for your time.
Hey, Doc, what's up?
I could remove that mark.
No. It is a lesson.
Oh.
One that should not be forgotten.
No, we definitely need to remove a branding. Yikes.
We'll have someone waiting at this end to take custody of the detainees.
Detainees, what kind?
Unknown. All he said was that they didn't appear to be dangerous, and he wanted to hand them over to someone of command rank.
Detainees?
Lieutenant Commander, I'm up to my eyeballs.
It will only take a minute.
I don't have a minute.
Well, neither do I. Unless, of course, you'd like me to get the commander to do it.
Oop. That's a threat.
I found an illegal planter in the garden last week. Someone was actually using our hydroponic system to grow coffee. And as everyone knows, the garden is to be used only for fruits, vegetables,
Mr.
grains.
Garibaldi.
Yeah,
So I figured I'd just
it's
stop
her.
by and rip it right out of that planter.
That's a threat. I'm a big fan of coffee.
Important.
Mr. Garibaldi, I think I'll take a walk, and while I'm out, I might as well stop by and pick up the detainees. You're a vicious man.
Yep.
I'm head of security. It's in the job description.
I like when they go head to head, though. They're fun.
Let's go! I am a Centauri citizen.
We demand to see Ambassador Koto.
Who's Ambassador Koto? Who is that?
Susan! Been a long time.
Old flame?
What are you doing on Babylon 5?
I'm looking for something. Something I never stopped wanting.
Oh, that's creepy.
I have to go. I have duties.
Yeah, run, girl.
Enjoy your stay.
Cold. So cold.
But you said in your letters that you were the ambassador.
It's a little difficult to explain right now.
Is Veer's name Koto?
All right, Sinclair, what is it this time?
I suggest you ask Ambassador Kodo.
Who? Commander, can you explain this affront to our noble citizens?
Yeah, can we?
Your noble citizens had stolen credit chips.
Oh, that's no good.
I see.
Since they are Centauri, I'm going to release them into your custody, pending further investigation of the charges.
That's nice.
What am I supposed to do with them?
You're always saying the Centauri are an advanced race. You figure it out.
He's got a full head of hair, too. We need to shave that bit off. Show him that he's a man, or whatever a Centauri male is.
There was a time when you and I would spend entire evenings just talking. When we weren't...
That was a long time ago, Malcolm.
Uh-huh.
A different place, different me.
You wanna visit it? You wanna go blast from the past?
Sis.
It's been 8 years. Let's take it slow, right?
Yeah, valid.
So, when their families arranged marriages for them, they fled here.
To marry separate people.
I am to marry the ugliest woman on Centauri Prime. And Arya is betrothed to a man who's old enough to be her grandfather.
Ugly and old, yes? Then their families must be both rich and powerful. I commend your parents on fine choices.
Okay.
But I still don't see the problem.
We don't want to marry anyone else.
They're in love.
We love each other.
Love?
Ooh.
What does love have to do with marriage?
Okay, Londo. He's from a different time.
For 1,000 years, marriages have been arranged among our people. Sometimes these marriages call for sacrifice.
Who are you married to?
Great sacrifice. We make this sacrifice because this is what it means to be Centaur.
Was that like somebody he loved?
Do you understand?
But it's so unfair.
Also, is that Danica Keller, whatever her name is? McKellen? Winnie Cooper?
I got a right to defend myself. You've seen some of the things that walk around this place. Some of them could tear a man's head off.
Oh boy.
Is that what you were doing the other night? Defending yourself?
Was that what you did?
Shaw Mayan was attacked last night, and there's traces of fresh blood on your knife.
I cut myself opening a crate.
Show us the
Have you heard
cut.
of the Home Guard?
Yeah, and if you ask me, they got the right idea. It's about time we human beings stood up for our own rights. Damn aliens are ruining everything for us.
Ruining? That's a point of view.
What the hell is this crap?
Let me tell you something, creep. I don't like your attitude. And if the blood on that toothpick of yours matches Mayan's, I'll give you over to the Minbari and let them play dice with your eyeballs.
I don't know what's worse, damn aliens or the traitors who suck up to them over their own kind.
Oh my god. You're garbage, man. You can love your own kind and appreciate other cultures. For the love of God. That made my blood boil. Thank you for Garibaldi being pissed. Ooh, who are we gonna go visit? A Vorlon?
There have been several recent attacks on non-humanoids. We are conducting a thorough investigation and hope to have it wrapped up soon.
What is he watching there? History of Earth?
Meanwhile, it might be helpful if you spoke with the other ambassadors.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
We take no interest in the affairs of others.
Why are you here?
If you could give us a hand, we...
Yes?
A hand?
Nothing. We'll respect your wishes. That's quite a view, Earth. Those are images from my world.
Uh-huh.
If I may ask, what are you...
I am studying.
Studying what?
Studying for.
Ambassador?
Did you just close down? That interaction was something. Studying for what? Why did Sinclair just all of a sudden say, oh, we'll respect your wishes?
When Earth Central assigned you here, did they brief you on what happened when Ambassador Kosh arrived?
You just said a radical organization within the Minbari military caste tried to assassinate him.
They used poison, administered through the hand.
His hand?
Kosh wears an encounter suit to protect him from
how
our
did they get it in
atmosphere.
his
So how
skin?
did the poison get into his system?
Yeah,
His hand should have been completely covered.
exactly.
Vorlons are very secretive. I mean, who knows how much that suit is really necessary and how much is just camouflage to keep us from seeing what's inside.
Only person who does know is Dr. Ben Kyle, who saved Kosh's life. He never told me what he saw when he opened that encounter suit.
Yeah, that's right.
Right after that, he was transferred to Earth to work directly with the president.
Interesting.
And our first telepath, Lita Alexander, the only member of the Psi Corps to scan a Vorlon, was transferred back a week later.
Interesting. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Absolutely. Absolutely there is. I love that we get that explanation, though. That's wild.
Send them home where they belong and hope they come to their senses.
But they love each other.
Love. Pah! Overrated. Here, look.
I thought he was a
These are
sweetheart.
my 3 wives.
3.
Pestilence, famine, and death. Do you think I married them for their personalities? Their personalities could shatter entire planets.
It seems like it.
Arranged marriages, everyone. But they worked out. They inspired me.
Where are they?
Knowing that they were waiting at home for me is what keeps me here, 75 light years away.
You rascal. That's awful.
Find your little lovebirds. There's a transport leaving for Centauri Prime tonight, and I want them on it. If you need me, I'll be in the casino.
Of course. Oh, Veer. Yeah.
Oh, we had some good times together.
We sure did.
Oh my god, she's so pretty.
Tell me, do you ever regret leaving me?
Leaving you.
Regret? No.
Good. Haha.
IO was a great career move. It opened a lot of doors. And serving there was very exciting for me, even if I did cry myself to sleep the first few months.
Oh, at least she felt something.
Malcolm, I'm still committed to my career.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere.
And I can accept that now. Which is why I'm going into business here.
Oh, interesting.
In fact, I've already secured an office and quarters.
Hmm.
All I need is a few more clients. I hope that you might be able to help me with that. But the important thing is that we'll be together again.
What does he do?
Right?
Need some clients. Like, yeah, I think that he's trouble for her. But the fact that she could walk away from it, that's wonderful. Oh, shit. They have the ability to cloak?
Kieran! Hurry up! Let's get out of here!
Kieran, Arya. Oh, okay, it's them. It had Veer in the captions. I was like, Veer is under there? Never mind. Shit.
Boy's in a coma. He's in intensive care in Med Lab 2.
Yikes.
How's Arya?
She's a little bruised and a lot scared. Physically, she'll be fine.
Does she remember anything about the attack?
No.
And the boy?
Damn.
He might be able to identify his attacker if he comes out of the coma.
Do y'all have cameras?
Chief, we've got a major disturbance. Central Corridor Brand Sector.
Dope.
We can no longer stand idly by as our peoples are slaughtered by these cowardly humans. We must fight back with every...
You're riling people up.
Is there some problem, Ambassador Jakar? 8 non-humans brutally attacked in the space of 2 weeks! And you have yet to make even a single arrest!
We made an arrest.
Spare us your usual platitudes, Commander. You know very well why these crimes remain unsolved. It is because the perpetrators are human!
Oh, Jakar. It's like you don't know Sinclair at all.
We've both seen mobs before, and anything you say will only make them hotter. Now get out of here and let me do my job.
Yeah, you gotta back off for now.
So much for Babylon 5's highly vaunted justice.
Justice you're about to get a first-hand taste of, Jakar, starting with a charge of inciting to riot. Or you can go back to your quarters and we'll call it a misunderstanding.
Yeah, you can't rile people up and expect them not to want to, like, have that be a peaceful situation. Oh, boy.
You one who hunts. Out of my way.
Yeah, this was inevitable. Yikes. What race is this? They're fun looking, not fun, obviously. Oh, man. Chaos. So much chaos.
Ivanova here.
We've had a near riot in Central. I need you in the briefing room.
I'm on my way. You have to go.
Yeah. Bye.
Catch you on your next break?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, I like that for her, if she wants it. I don't trust anybody new.
The situation's cooled down some, but we've had a few incidents, including one involving my old pal Roberts. Luckily, we had him on red surveillance. We nabbed the perps before they killed him.
Okay.
Keep a lid on it. This could provoke even more trouble.
It could.
Strangle that damn Jakar.
Love your new look.
I think he gets that a
Considering the
lot.
situation, Garibaldi, I'd think you'd have something on your mind other than my look. Sir?
Let's begin.
Let's begin.
My dear child, don't worry. Dr. Franklin is a veritable wizard.
They won't let me be near him.
Of course not.
But he wouldn't want that. If he senses I'm here, he'll recover.
That's lovely.
There's nothing you can do here.
I'm not leaving Kieran.
Ambassador.
Oop. Delen's here, so... Or I guess that isn't Delen. They all look the same. Sorry.
Ambassador, I have traveled far, and what I have seen tells me that all sentient beings are best defined by their capacity and their need for love.
Agreed.
And she will learn to live without it.
As you did.
Yeah. Oh, that hit him. But damn, just let her spend time with him.
I've been keeping up surveillance on Roberts, and he just had an interesting visitor. Computer, play surveillance tape 971, count 16.
Oh boy. Oh no.
I know that man.
Uh-huh.
He was in Ivanova's quarters last night.
Mr. Roberts, what's happened to you is, well, it's a disgrace.
Is he a lawyer?
There are some of us who don't like what's happening here.
Nope.
Alien ambassadors setting policy for humans. Inhuman criminals preying on decent people like himself.
Oh boy, Ivanova's gonna set you straight.
I never would have dreamed.
A man can change a lot in 8 years. There's no reason you should have known.
Well, she's blinded by her past as well.
Introduce me. Tell him I'm not happy about all these aliens forcing themselves on Earth. Groups like this always like to recruit friends in high places.
Smart.
If they accept me, it could give us a chance to nail them all before they do any more damage.
Very well.
Oh, she's so sad. This woman, man.
I want to be there when you take them down.
There's a diplomatic reception at the council chambers tonight. That might be a good way to get the ball rolling.
As you wish.
Oh, this woman has been through so much loss. Can't she have anything nice?
Yes, what do you want?
You were wrong.
Oh, no, I love
My
this.
cousin and Arya wanted to be together because they love each other. Now, would that have destroyed the great Centauri Republic?
No, it probably would have strengthened
Cannot
it.
turn our back on tradition.
Oh, damn tradition!
Thank you, Veer.
My shoes are too tight. Something my father said. He was very old at the time. I went into his room, and he was sitting alone, crying. So I asked him what was wrong, and he said, "My shoes are too tight, but it doesn't matter, because I have forgotten how to dance." I never understood what that meant until now. My shoes are too tight, and I have forgotten how to dance.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I do.
Nor should you.
It's almost like I've forgotten what it's like to have love and be in love. His shoes are too tight.
We understand there have been several attacks on non-humans lately. Naturally, I'm concerned about the welfare of our delegates.
Don't be. We have everything under control.
Wasn't a Centauri youth seriously injured just last night?
He'll recover.
Yeah, that's not the Sinclair you're used to, Delenn. He's playing a role because he has to.
They're nervous.
I'm afraid they'll be next.
What if they are? I served on the line, and we had a motto there. The only good alien is a dead alien. It was true then, it's true now.
Oh, it bothers me to hear it.
Job description says I have to play diplomat. It doesn't mean I have to like it.
What do you think? Hook, line, sinker. Good job, Sinclair.
Let me tell you something. I fought. My best friends died. And we won. Not because we outfought them, and we won because the damn Minbari let us win. You know what that victory tasted like? Ashes.
You'd be surprised how many times I've heard that. There's a movement back on Earth.
You don't say.
It's growing, gaining in support from people just like you.
So I've heard.
Tell me more.
We want to put Earth back at the center of the universe. Our universe. Get rid of alien influences.
So stupid. So stupid!
Put Earth first. We must get back to our roots.
Make Earth great again.
Who's we?
We're gonna spill it?
Friends of mine, and perhaps soon of yours. I want you to meet them, both of you.
I'd like that.
Yep.
Of course, we must be discreet. Not every human agrees with our stance.
Because it's wrong.
So I'd like a small gesture to show where your sentiments lie.
What sort of gesture?
Something to put every alien on this station in their place.
Oh boy.
To Earth.
Oh, it's gonna ruffle feathers of probably the Narn type. Namely, one Narn in particular.
I know you've all been concerned about the recent violence, and you'll be relieved to know there is no longer any danger.
You've arrested the criminals. But why weren't we informed?
Mr. Garibaldi.
Oh,
we have good reason to believe the perpetrators have fled back to Earth.
Then you have identified them.
I'm afraid that information is classified at the moment.
Why is it classified?
Are we really to believe that these humans are simply gone? I, for one, do not accept a word of it.
I feel you, Jakar.
Believe whatever you like. The fact is, the investigation is over. Thank you.
Eesh. Their intentions are so good, but they have to play dirty to get it.
Dr. Franklin says you'll be able to travel in a few days.
Please, no more arguments. You will return to Centauri Prime as is your duty. However,
look at Fear.
Upon arrival, you will be met by Andilo Morare. He will escort you to his family estate in the capital, where you will enter into a period of fosterage until you are of adult age.
A fairly common practice in the old days, and though seldom done nowadays, the law still allows it.
Veer, very impressive. I can see you've been studying.
Oh.
Good. You will live with Andilo and his wives, and they will instruct you in proper decorum for Centauris of your rank. You see, Andilo is a very powerful man.
Oh,
And it is
yay.
a great honor to be fostered by his family. To object would be to defy all tradition.
But what will become of us?
You will study our culture, learning all you can of it. When you are old enough, Andilo will give you permission to decide whom you wish to marry.
That's lovely.
Even if it's only for love?
Oh, look at him. That's using your power for a good thing.
You two need to rest. We'll talk more later.
Oh, proud of you, Londo.
Why?
Because you are still children, and children should be allowed to dance. Veer?
See, that's what I'm saying. Everything I learn about these characters, it just... the ebbs and flows of my heart.
Where are the others?
Already here, Commander.
What does that mean? Oh, they're all invisible. Yeah.
Worth, activate the jammer. Alvarez on scan.
Worth, Alvarez.
What are those things?
Blacklight camouflage. Our friends got us some prototypes.
We have friends everywhere.
Oh, God.
We hope that you'll be one of them.
It's an Andor line.
Perimeter secured.
Damn! He jammed us. Let's move.
The recent attacks.
But how do we get them if they can go invisible?
Well, just a prelude. In 2 days' time, there'll be a mass assassination. In one night, we'll take out the 4 major ambassadors stationed here.
I don't think so.
Malari, Delenn, Jakar, and Kosh. Their deaths will be a signal to terminate the ambassadors on Earth.
You would need hundreds of people.
Well, as Alvarez said, we got friends everywhere.
There's more than just these ones. They could be part of Garibaldi's security force.
Get us into the ambassadorial wing and off the station.
No problem.
Good. Then there's just one more thing.
Oh, God. What?
I call it a little loyalty test.
Cool. Cool. Kill this alien. Of course.
Please. I don't know what these. Shut up!
Kill it. You said it yourself. Only good alien's a dead one.
Oh, damn. How do you get around this? How are you getting around this, Sinclair?
Scanner, it shows a whole lot of people heading our way.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Clear it!
I want to see Ivanova fight somebody. I bet she could whoop someone's ass. Yes! Go, girl. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to kill him, girlfriend.
I wouldn't. Give me an excuse when you're dead.
Wow, the fact she didn't want to kill him is amazing.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No, she's not. She's been through so much. Still a badass, though. Nice to see her in some action.
Is not departing from docking bay 6A. All assigned personnel, please report immediately.
Are you happy, Jakar? I get it from his perspective, though.
Such great hatred for so little real reason seems incomprehensible to me.
Human ways are often unfathomable. But in time, one learns to live with them.
This one has an exceedingly strong constitution.
Gosh, I'm sorry, girl. Ooh, that eye contact. Sinclair gives me chills, man.
I can't believe you did this to me, Susan. What kind of a human are you?
You did this to you.
I found many of these people to be more human than you and your kind, but I don't suppose you'd understand that.
I don't know you anymore.
I never knew you.
Man. Can somebody hug her for me? My goodness. Okay. Oh, it was Danica McKellar. Okay. I do love when I'm able to recall that stuff. Okay, now we can talk about it. Okay, I thought that was Danica. It's really funny. When it is a Centauri with, like, the bald head, I'm like, is that, like, I thought it was, what's her face? I thought that the other Centauri was Salma Hayek, which I also thought Salma Hayek was in Austin Powers. Same actress in both there. And then I was just like, God, I don't want to say that that's Danica. It's hard because you can't tell with the bald head. And then I did the same thing with the Minbari. And I was like, oh, that's Delenn. And I was like, oh, that's not Delenn. My bad. That's Mayanne. Whoopsies. Well, here we are again. How human of me to say they all look alike, right? Anyway. Wow, what an episode. Yeah, jumping right into racism, human supremacy, Earth first, humans first, aliens must die. Michael O'Hare Sinclair is phenomenal. Like, he's so good at selling. Him talking to, Malcolm? I want to say his name was Dalton. It's Malcolm. When he was talking to Malcolm, and he was really, like, I mean, he was being very curt to the alien that was with Delenn, and for a reason. It was to show. And even Delenn was like, what the hell is going on right now? Like, why are you behaving like that? And then going over and, like, saying all the disgust that he had about the Minbari and how that, like, they let us win, and, you know, it tasted like ashes, and, like, it's so convincing. The only thing that I thought was not convincing about it is that Ivanova was part of that. Like, I would think that at some point they would have had the conversation of, like, aliens are bad. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. He really does love humans. Malcolm really does love humans. One in particular, a lot. And I get it. She's great. But as soon as she's just like, go ahead and I'll shoot you. You know, girl. Yeah, hard to swallow. And like, it was hard to hear, Jakar kind of getting everyone riled up. I would not say that that was a riot. I would just say that that was a bunch of people that were mad and expressing themselves. Definitely was not inciting a riot, but he could have. It could have led to that. And I'm glad it didn't. But man, there's a lot that I'll have to dissect in this, because this was like the first one where we got like every character and they all had a little bit part in this. And I totally get Jakar's side on something. He's like, who's next? I'm an alien. Are you guys protecting us? Why does this keep happening? Him saying that the only reason why somebody wasn't arrested is because it was a human and humans are doing the investigation. Like, does he not know Sinclair enough to understand that Sinclair doesn't want this? And maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's an assumption on my part that he would. But like, I'm like, no, I get that. I get that. If rich people are the ones that are being investigated by other rich people, of course they're going to let themselves go. I'm being very loosey-goosey with that one there. But, like I could see why Jakar thinks that and feels that. And at the beginning, though, I have to go back, because that whole Delenn conversation about like, are you okay with what you had to give up to be here? And she's like, no, but I am. Very intriguing. Yeah, I was like, please don't let anything happen to this woman. Like, it seemed like they were great friends. They have such a great relationship. The whole like hand to the heart thing, and then her leaving, and I was like, please don't attack her. I'm so glad that she wasn't killed. I'm glad that nobody was killed, especially the kids. Because Londo, it was so funny, because after was it Into the Purple, and him with, I wanted to say Arya, but it's, I forget her name. Arlita? Anita. I don't know. But it seemed like he really was like, I don't want to say in love. He was very much infatuated with her. But the fact that he has 3 wives and he tries to stay as far away from them as possible. I mean, here's the thing. When things are steeped in tradition, you're doing a lot of stuff you don't want to do instead of going with things that might feel natural. I'm always a fan of like not fighting things that feel natural. And I, of course, am like, forcing people into arranged marriage, that just leads to like anger and resentment. And, then you have children, and you've had children with somebody that you don't love, and they don't know what a loving relationship looks like. So then they just think that it's normal to be distant with each other. I'm not saying all arranged marriages are like that, because, I'm friends with at least 2 people who have had arranged marriages that they're happy with their partner. That doesn't mean that they're head over heels in love, but they have a very good foundation, a great relationship. There is love there, but they didn't get the whole chance of falling in love. They've had to do that once they were married. And, they're young too. I didn't exactly realize how young they were. I guess the hair being on his head should have said like, yeah, that's a young Centauri, when he's got the hairline that goes all the way back instead of, the forehead showing, shows like stature and whatnot. But the fact that they were arranged to be married to people that would bring them wealth, and that just goes to show that that's not what's important to a lot of people. I'd rather be poor and happy than miserable and rich. Although money does make things a little bit easier, but I'd rather be with my husband than be wealthy. The quote is that my shoes are too tight, but it doesn't matter because I've forgotten how to dance. It's almost like forgetting the joys of life by having to do like the work, or like be part of tradition, or, putting yourself in a situation you don't fit in. It's kind of like that. The arranged marriage, they don't fit in that situation. They're going to forget joy. They're going to forget happiness. They're going to forget love. Maybe they find it and it's a long shot, but maybe they do. But I really am happy that Londo made that choice, especially because after that episode, I was just like, wait, doesn't he believe in love? Doesn't he believe in like feeling things and all of that? Well, it's really easy to do when your wife is so far away, but it was like, I was like, wow, that's cold. And like a lot of things, I'm not saying tradition is bad. I'm saying that it is kind of a form of oppression, as far as I'm concerned, to keep you on the straight and narrow and just like everybody else. Don't be yourself. Don't be an individual. Don't do things that are different. I am one of saying that you can go a tradition if you see fit, but forcing it upon others, that's a problem. That is a problem. Forcing anything on anybody is really a problem as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and then, we got everybody. We got everybody between Sinclair and Ivanova, Garibaldi. Great taking them down. Love Garibaldi's work. Love seeing Garibaldi get in someone's face. Even though it wasn't the right guy, definitely that guy would have been recruited by that group, which he was, which we got the video. And I'm glad they were following him for that thing in particular. It was nice to see Garibaldi get angry about something and really just like threaten somebody. Because we've seen him threaten like Londo, but it was always like in a respectful way. And that way it was like, I'm not taking your shit. We didn't have Winters. Yeah, almost everybody, but she had a big episode in the last one. We had Londo with the arranged marriage. A lot from Veer. Veer was desperately wanting them to be together, or at least to help them so they didn't have to be in an arranged marriage. And like Veer definitely has a big heart. You could see how happy he was because he knew what Londo was going to say to them, and like the smile on his face was great. And there was still some stuff that, they were able to use tradition as a way to get them out of the arranged marriage. And, the people have to respect it. That's using your station wisely. That's Londo using the powers that he can to help people. Because if those marriages don't happen, it seems like they're both going to rich families. I mean, maybe their families suffer a little bit, but also they have a connection with Londo. So maybe it wouldn't be so bad after all. But Veer was very happy with that. Veer was very invested. I mean, it was his cousin, so that makes sense. Yeah, it was like, who's Ambassador Kodo? Good job, Veer. Good job. You got the job done. I feel like it's something Londo would have done in his younger days, maybe. Let's see. Jakar, of course, him being upset about everything and like leading everybody and kind of going, toe to toe with Sinclair yet again. I like those two, but I also like that Jakar is like just really not afraid to speak his mind, even if it is to Sinclair. I really dig Jakar. Londo, again, like, sent me for a loop. And in the end, I was like, that's the part of that guy that I love. That's the part that means something to me. We have a long way to go, but I really appreciated that out of him. Delenn with her friend, her look of disbelief when it came to what Sinclair was saying, and then even at the end of just being like, it's really hard to stomach this sometimes, and Jakar agreeing, and I don't think I got enough out of her in this. I got something at the beginning. That was a morsel that I'm gonna have to go and ponder for a little while longer. But then let's talk about Kosh, shall we? Because I distinctly remember a hand getting grabbed and a little poison patch getting slapped on there in that memory. The humans pretending? Like, what the hell is a Vorlon? And that the two people, like, that... Oh, he mentioned them, and then I totally forgot their names. Sorry. Lita, Alexander, and... you got it. Ben? Can't think of it. That they got transferred immediately after they had contact with the Vorlon. Now, that was not something that was planned. I'm sure that they wanted those actors to come back or, like have that role actively go into the show. So, like, having it written that way, that J. Michael Straczynski was, like, going, like, we'll just move the chess pieces here. Okay, everyone dig? Kosh looking at the history of Earth, disturbing, first of all, because it wasn't all good. A lot of it seemed like it was war, which I'm not loving that. Sinclair, like, I thought, and it's funny when Sinclair was just, like, something like, I forget now, when he said something about like extend a hand or something, and then he stopped, and I thought Kosh did something to him. And then later on when he brings up the hand, I was like, yeah, I had an issue with that too. I was like, why did he have a human hand in that memory? And that's the thing though, I have not seen Jakar's hands. Well, yes I have, but I think he wears gloves. But Delenn, so Mbari, Centauri, and humans all have the same hand. So it could be any other race that is in there. I don't know if it would be Narn. I've never really seen his hands. They're always in gloves. So it might not even be an individual race. Or humanoid. It doesn't even have to be a different race. It could be absolutely humanoid. Holy cow. What an episode. And not even from like the main thing, because that was just like racism much. Or speciesism. Earthism. But it's all like the little things that are kind of peppered throughout where I'm just like, am I supposed to forget that happened? Because I'm not gonna. I'm going to go back and rewatch those parts. And I'm going to write my little notebooks. And I'm going to keep all my little informations. And then we'll put the theory hat back on probably in the next episode or two. And I'll catch you up on my thoughts and where I'm at. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 2 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What did you think about this episode? It's funny because the last 2... I felt were like stellar episodes, and I was just like, I'm kind of ready for like a bottle episode or like, one with a little bit of filler. No, still just that straight trajectory up. Love it. And we got almost everybody except Winters. So that made me happy too, is that we got a little bit, because really this storyline in particular with the humans attacking other species affects everybody. Except telepaths, apparently. But, like, she's off moving a penny somewhere, figuring out how to use her telekinesis that she has now. But, like, it affected all of the races, so that's why they had to be here and be present. And I'm interested to see how this affects moving forward, because it was just the main 4, because there's 5, but the Vorlons are like, yeah, I don't want to come to your meetings. I don't want to mingle with y'all. You're not my flavor. But then there's always other alien species that are there, but they're probably just not part of the main 5. But, like this very much revolved around everybody. So we needed to have everybody, all hands on deck. Oh, and Ivanova. I like how they moved the coffee thing from, Laurel to Ivanova, which I was just like, atta girl. I didn't even think about that. I should have been like, what happened to the coffee plant? The 2 people that were there are now gone. And the fact that Garibaldi was just like, hey, there's an illegal coffee plant. I'm going to have to do something about that. And she's like, oh, for the love of God, I'll take care of it. Love that. At first, she threatened calling the commander. She's like, yeah, we should probably check with the commander, see what he wants to have done. And Garibaldi's like, shit. Well, that coffee plant. And she's like, shit. Oh, yeah. I like those 2 having those interactions. That's a lot of fun. But guys, I am so excited to get into the next episode, and I can't wait to watch it, and I can't wait for you to watch it with me. So come back here for that. And in the meantime, guys, I'll see ya.